EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua sets up to pass it. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We're always talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. On first down, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
An option run here for Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
They're running it. Come down. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Watson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Johnson on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. This is Gaskin on the carry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
Able to spin free. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Tua. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Formation for the Texans.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it and miss it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
that ties the game at 10.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Texans' 26-yard line.
They run again with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Grant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On play action, here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Tua. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts
Complete.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's Johnson going to get the handoff.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
10 at the 37-yard line.
He's back to throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
4-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the...
Here for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. His kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. Dancing to his left. David Johnson here on the catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
At Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 50, Mike 50. We got to get
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Silver.
Now Tua. Going deep here for Parker. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't...
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
12. Texans nothing.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the
crossing route complete. It's Grant, and he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go, defense. Give me right. Here we go. Check, give me right.
On first down, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Houston.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson off play action. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Watson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
The 22-yard line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
David Johnson on his way. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle
a big run there by Johnson. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Watson. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Lining up for the extra.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Make these babies cry all the way back.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's good.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. It's complete to Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tua's throw going to find his running back, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Gain of 2.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Taken down.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the option, here's Watson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Back now in Miami. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go to Johnson again. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw on 3rd down. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. From the gun, here's Watson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
By the Texans.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.